Hi, Scott Lackman from 4510 TV. Today, viewers, we're visiting ONWARD Fitness at Caboolture. With me, head coach Dave Oakerby. G'day, Dave.
Hey Scott, how you doing?
Very good. Now, Dave, I've wanted to catch up with you for a long time, and we've been a little bit off air for a few months with 450 TV, but to bring us back into tune, I want to catch up with some local people that are doing great things in our community, and not only for your own business, but just for the greater good of others, and that's what we're all about, as a community. Dave, let's tell the viewers, who is Dave Oakerby?
Hey guys, so I'm a Kiwi. Hopefully you can pick that up, but if you can't, that's fine. So born and raised in New Zealand. I was in the military, army for almost 10 years. And then after that moved here and basically began my fitness career about 6 years ago. So in that time I've opened up ONWARD Fitness, and here I am today standing in front of you. Yeah.
That journey through the military and then obviously coming across the ditch, mate, was it always a passion of yours when you retired out of the services that you wanted to continue down this line?
Yeah, look, I think from an early age I was sort of interested in fitness, just not, I guess, 100% like I am now. And so it was always something in the back of my mind, and yeah, just pursued it, just passionate, so.
Now, ONWARD Fitness, we're at Machinery Parade at Caboolture, out near the showgrounds, so pretty easy to find. Tell us a bit about the setup and the classes and who your clients are.
Okay, so basically, well, we're not a large place, you probably can't see, but the people that come here, generally people that are looking for that connection, that social connection, as well as the fitness side of it. So they might be lacking in motivation, or there are people that go to the gym and they don't know what they're going to do, and they end up just walking on a treadmill. So yeah, those sorts of people, plus people that I guess don't particularly like that environment, and they prefer something a bit more personal. So that's the sort of people. In terms of training, we just have a class timetable where it's run by myself or the other coach, Bianca, and we go through various things. I'm looking around the room right now, so we've got kettlebells, we've got boxing, we do partnered stuff, team stuff, as well as individual, and it's meant to be fun. And yeah, it's
obviously a bit of boot camp style, because otherwise someone's just randomly dumped some tyres out the front, but it's like a boot camp training as well.
Yeah, a little bit of boot camp. That's actually how we started off, being military sort of inspired, but boot camp's a strange word. A lot of people get turned off by it, so I try not to use it. But yeah, I guess there is some boot camp aspect to it.
I'm glad you touched on that. Maybe the larger gym atmosphere, because it can be intimidating. The first step is that you want to make a decision to improve your life and be a bit healthier. The second decision, you go and sign up at a gym. And then you walk in and you go, well, what do I do? And unless, I guess, you sign up with a trainer or the like, maybe there's not that support or motivation in a larger environment. Have you got like a success story of someone that's been maybe through that journey and then they've discovered you and have maybe excelled?
Yeah, there's quite a few that would fit that bracket. Majority of my clientele are sort of older as well. So the first person I can spring to mind is Carol, and I always talk about her because she's 60 years old, grandmother, and she competes with me in kettlebells, and she's done Spartan races and Tough Mudders, and it's just it's a mindset thing, an attitude that age is just a barrier, and if you train towards something, that you'll achieve it. So whereas in a normal gym where we started, she was a completely different person. So.
Have you had some stories where someone's maybe been very unhealthily overweight and they've gone through your process, come out the other end maybe 20 kilos lighter?
Yeah, we've had a few people like that, and the one thing that they've all sort of drawn upon is the community or the environment here. As I said at the start, very social, and when I say social, it's inclusive. Mm-hmm. So not necessarily gas bagging, but just supportive, literally from us as coaches right down to the people here. It's a big aspect.
Now, I do follow you, Dave, through your social media. You're very active on that, and I've seen, we'll talk about the kettlebells in a moment because you're like the world champion at kettlebells. We'll talk about that in a sec. But what I have followed recently, you are very passionate about men's health and more so to that next level of men's mental health. You have a meeting on a Friday night. Tell us about that.
Yep. So talking about ManWood, it's something I created just over 12 months ago. We have a monthly meeting, so the first Friday of the month, and basically it's kind of like a men's shed, but for a younger demographic of men and those that are also interested in improving their fitness. So we take all sorts of men. Doesn't matter if they've never done any sort of fitness or they're a world champion at something. Doesn't matter. And basically it's to build men up because, for example, the suicide rate in this country is horrendous for men. So all the things that go along with that, like depression and family breakdowns and work breakdowns and that sort of thing, it just flows on. So we're trying to, I guess, improve the quality of life of men so that we improve families and society in general.
Yeah, most definitely. So there is there's something there for the men in our audience. Is that a free thing, mate? Do you need to be a member?
No, don't have to be a member. Free. So usually 6 p.m. It starts on a Friday, the first Friday of the month, and it's a BYO barbecue. So you just bring your own sort of meat for afterwards. But if you can't, then don't worry about it. We've always got enough. Yep. And it's free. It always will be free. And it's just a chance for guys to connect away from the pub and
Yeah, on a Friday night, it's a good thing. So a bit of camaraderie, a bit of motivation, support, a few conversations I had, I no doubt, and then you get into a bit of exercise.
Yeah. We do it the other way around actually. So we'd start off with the exercise first, and then afterwards we'll sit down and have barbecue and just do the chat and
so let's talk about your fitness. You've been competing over the last 12 months, particularly you love kettlebells for some reason. Tell us the journey of your kettlebells.
Okay. I'll get a little bit deep here. So I fell in love with kettlebells a long time ago, but as a sport only in the last 12 months. And it came about just from a personal drive to sort of better myself. So as a child, I was always one of those kids that was not picked first for teams and just had a lot of self-confidence issues. And so later on in life, I've gotten better, obviously, and I'm at the point now where I thought, I could do really well at these, at kettlebell sport. And so got to the point now where I'm going over to World Championships in 10 weeks' time. Wow. To represent New Zealand as the first ever New Zealander to go to a World Championship. So sort of been a bit of a ride, but just love them. I love the mental capacity that you have to push yourself through, the physical capacity, the fact that it's a solo event, so you really have to put the time in, and it's just you against the bells. If you've done the work, it shows. If you haven't, the bells win. So it's simple as that.
Great story, great journey, and although you're representing New Zealand the first time, I'm sure you might have a Caboolture badge on your sleeve or something, because that'd be cool if Caboolture has a kettlebell world champion, even though if he is a Kiwi. So what else can we touch on, Dave? Maybe the future, mate. What's, you're driven, you're helping people, you've created this environment. I know there's a real, I can sense there's an underlying passion there for the men's health, and as we say, with the suicide rates. The next 12 months, like if you had a crystal ball, where do you think you'd like to expand or grow?
It's a great question. I think in 12 months, in terms of manhood and men's health, we're really trying to cement our position within the community as another support for men, not to override any others, but as to work alongside with, and definitely, just have that sort of a wider view of, hey, this thing's going on, want to go check it out, and then if it grows so big, then we'll spread it out a bit more in other parts of the Moreton Bay.
Yeah, brilliant, mate. I think congratulations on what you are doing. You're changing people's lives, and that's what we love to cover on 450 TV. it is possible. You can change your life as well. Just got to take the first step, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Anything's possible. Put your mind to it. So.
All right. Well, all the best for the world champions. From an Aussie to a Kiwi, but representing Caboolture, that's where your heart is.
Yeah.
And I guess, just good on you, mate, for trying to make a difference.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Scott.